Happy Mother's Day. Dr. Nick is talking about motherhood with us this morning, modern motherhood, and we all question ourselves so much. I mean, how do you really know if you've done it right?
Whitney, I want to put you on the spot. She's not ready for this.
Uh-oh.
We were talking earlier, and you were saying that you were so proud of your daughter because she won some kind of an English award.
And Student of the Year.
And Student of the Year, okay.
2 years in a row.
Right, this is my question, if you could answer it. How do you keep her from the phone, the cell phone, the internet, the constant isolation? She's obviously doing some other things. She's got to be socially interacting.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
got to be academically driven. But the question for you is, did you do anything, or is it just in her makeup?
I think it's in her makeup.
Because the challenge of motherhood today is how to get kids off of the games and the internet,
the cell phone,
Snapchat, and the Facebook.
And you know, I've never policed it with her. And
you've never policed it?
No. We talked about what was appropriate and not. But I think she's had a cell phone since she was in 6th grade.
Have you encouraged her to spend time studying, to be a reader,
she has a 98 average, and I never have to ask her to do her homework. I never have to say, I say, do you have tests? What's coming up? But I never have to say, you better get up there and be studying right now. It's her, I promise. Because
interesting.
I haven't had.
But you would agree with me that to some degree that's a little rare. And I'm not here to toot her horn. I'm here to say that if you read anything in the research, it'll say the challenges of motherhood are how to get kids to go outside and play, how to get them to want to read books, how to get them to want to socialize more, how to get them away from the isolation and the interior world.
Sure.
How to get them to not be so peer pressured.
So
that you can, so that they're not, how to keep them from bullying or not, or not being bullied. I mean, these are the real challenges of motherhood today when there's so many things on a mother's plate, especially a single mother.
Oh, God bless every single mother out there and father who are having to do both roles, because it's such a frightening world out there. Bullying, peer pressure. All of those things are terrifying.
Would you make a distinction between mothers and fathers? Would you say someone recently said that women are more emotional, and it's gone to viral, and everybody's having a heyday over the fact that women should not be called more emotional.
I wasn't offended by that.
I don't find that offensive. I think, and it may not be true across the board, but I do think that my mother and most mothers are the emotional hub.
I think you're absolutely right. I think we have to be. Don't you think?
I don't know that mothers have. Well, I guess what you're saying is that it's kind of in the makeup.
Yes.
It's in the DNA, the nurturing, the gathering, the kind of keeping families together. I mean, isn't it your mother that makes sure that y'all get together?
It is all the time. Isn't it my mother who will call you and say, "Is Whitney okay?"
No, she calls me.
She doesn't call me. She calls Nikki. I guess she thinks I'd give her a straight answer, but
all right, let's take another one of motherhood.
Okay.
How does a mother love kids equally when every child is different?
Oh.
Isn't that tough? Wouldn't it be fair to say that mothers sometimes don't like their children, and maybe sometimes like some children better in the moment, at least?
Of course.
Am I being too?
Well, I wonder.
I'm not a mother, so.
Can you love two things equally? Would be the question that I say, and I'm going to give you a very frank answer. No.
Really?
I love both, but I love different things, especially.
About each one.
Yes. And enjoy doing different things with them. So sometimes when people just, I love you all the same, I don't buy it. I just don't.
Well,
I think there are some varying differences in it.
Well, one of the reasons why I don't necessarily buy it is because my mother was 24 when she had me.
Okay.
And she was 36 when she had, I think, Angela. Don't you think she was different as a mother?
Ooh. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, don't we have to give mothers the chance to change too? I mean, Reed was the first. I would think that was different than your second one.
Right, Sydney Joy, right.
Not to mention the two different temperaments.
Oh, completely.
And the boy-girl.
Exactly, yeah.
But how do we talk about that without making one child feel less loved? I mean, we don't want to come across like, my mother would always.
Did she have a
my
favorite?
mother had a favorite, and she would say, well, it's because she always had a reason.
Did the favorite change? Did it ever change, or was there always one favorite?
No, it was always one. It was always one, and the rest of us were always resentful, but not to the point of wanting to harm him.
Right. Just, well, you're the favorite.
But sibling rivalry is also real.
Oh, of course it is.
So
it is.
I just think on this Mother's Day, I just would love for mothers to know how valuable and special. I mean, mothers, I'm not around without a mother.
No, and
you carry us.
That's right.
And I think this is a day to really revel in motherhood and just what if I could say one more thing about it. I deal with a lot of children, adult children, and I deal with a lot of mothers. And mothers have a lot of guilt for not being what they think they should have been. And I think the part of my work is helping mothers let that go.
Thank you.
Let that go.
We should all do it.
Let that
there are
go.
things I have not done perfectly in raising mine.
Every once in a while you'll say to me, "Oh Lord, I'll never get Mother of the Year." and I think it's a great thing to admit, laugh about, and say, "But I'm doing okay."
Yeah. There are days I'm great. I'm a great mom, and there are days not so much.
Very real. Just be gentle. Be gentle, especially with past mistakes.
Okay.
Really?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, we go into this Sunday celebrating mothers with that. Thanks, Dr. Nick.
Yes, bye.
More Weekends with Whitney after this.